Bruh, I just dropped my phone. What the? And it like Oh my god, you be kidding me. Hold on a sec. What the? Okay, alright, hi. Great start to the stream. The stream not even technically started. I dropped my phone and like it hit my keyboard and whatever it hit on my keyboard wrecked me.
Jonathan Werlich super chatted $30. SW1 Insto. Still positive momentum for first time in 10 years on monthly.
Holy crap, dude. We'll look at it. Thank you. Wow. You just got to bear with me 2 seconds. I mean, that was kind of one of my big tabs I had open that got destroyed. So hello traders, welcome to the stream. Saturday, things were getting real bad, and then they weren't. They are, dude. Let's be real. Like whatever just happened in the past hour and a half, dude. That's the squeeze shorts that just decided, hey man, I'm just gonna randomly go short now after the drawdown. What? What do you? Wow, you're just gonna go short now randomly, middle of nowhere, when you could have, you know, made some actual money before the dump. I don't know, man. Like, it's kind of hard to say, like, hey, you weren't warned about this, right? For the past 4 days before all this happened, because of the false bullish breakout and the successful bearish backtest. So, yeah, now you're oversold and oscillators are resetting. You don't know how long that can take. It might take a couple days. You might start upsloping consolidation, bear flagging, you know, for a little while before dumping to 19,891. But that's where I think you're headed. Okay, I think you're headed 19,891 next, and this time around, I don't think you're gonna have favorable price action like you had before, where it wasn't even favorable. It was just, oh my god, we're breaking down, then false bearish breakdown. So there's no structural development now. It's too early on any time scale that makes any sense, right? In 4 hour look at it, it's nothing there. There's nothing, not enough time, not enough candles. We just had our edge. We just had the charts telling us something. Now what it told us is playing out, and it's not done playing out most likely. That's it. So we're waiting for more impulses down, most likely. And again, the target, well, let's just say it's about, from where you are right now, you got another 5.7% to go before we really start testing a massive inflection point.
How much more downside potential on $ARKK? Get hashtag wrecked Kathy Woods.
Yeah, dude, she's, oh my god, dude, she's a moon lady, moon woman, moon girl. Yeah. We'll look at art, Jeffrey, and we'll look at whatever that was. Sorry, man, for anonymous. Stand by. But yeah, if you understand, today, not yesterday, but today, in fact, in this 4 hour session, this 4 hour candle here, Bitcoin made its lowest low of the entire sell-off. The lowest low since July 26th. And actually, in fact, went lower than the low from August 19th, from yesterday. So, bearish engulfing candle was confirmed about 3 hours and 15 minutes ago. And this green candle right here represents nothing that is somehow bullish until you get a 4 hour candle close above 21,300. This bearish engulfing candle is still valid. Yeah, it's just, you just got nuclear on the RSI. You got to reset. That reset can take a little time. I think we're in that period of resetting the oscillators. This will turn into something else. Anyway, What would you say? You said SWN and SDAO. Okay. That's pretty crazy, though, what you said about the positive momentum first time in a decade. All right, let's go to Bitcoin's daily. Looking at this right here. Yes, it's kind of reacting at the low from July 26th. A few limit buys were set up there. This is not over. You're going to green candle today, and then tomorrow what's going to happen? You're going to engulf it in C19891, most likely. Yeah, you've just gone 6 days in a row of red candles, right? You might get a green candle, oh my God, on the weekend, on low volume and stuff, and then the next day, tomorrow, just start dumping again. This is not a bullish candle at all. What are the weekly? Tomorrow we got a weekly candle close. This is bad. You understand Bitcoin will be confirming a weekly bearish engulfing candle in 1 day, 1 hour. We'll be confirming prices and traders settling up below the 200-week moving average again. And X marks the spot. 19891 collision course. It's coming eventually, in my opinion, and it's probable. It's very probable you see that for a test. Hope maybe you test it and you bounce off of it and it's like, all right, man, but this is just, the trend. You know the trend right now. You've been in it for a long time now. It's bearish, and this kind of candle right here is kind of a statement that you're still kind of bearish. You don't want to be below the 200-week moving average. Historically, you're almost never below it. All right, let's go to Ethereum now. This is your Saturday stream where Ethereum saw a price of $1,523 and change. It's now at $1,574. It's a little over 3% from its lows that we were seeing just a couple hours ago. But yeah, Bitcoin reacted, some bids came in, and so it's coming in on Ethereum too. Where you're reacting, it was one little level. But it's like, no, dude, you fell below that. There was that low from March 25th and the candle low close from, 1572. You're just right there. So that's it, man. It's an one little level. I think the hard support's 1420. I think that's where you're eventually going to be at. But again, we talk about after massive dumps like that, housekeeping has to come in and clean up while, the oscillators reset. Where you're nuclear on the RSI, okay, maybe you got to get to just somewhere in the bearish control zone before you roll over again. Okay, still massively oversold. Talking about 24.56. So I'm like, is that bullish divergence, man? Dude, you're reaching. You're definitely reaching, man. This is just no longer the time to be looking for maybe some longs and stuff happened, and it was a 60-day period, and now I think that period's over, and I think we're going back to the whole prevailing long-term downtrend. So there's just no argument here for a bull. There wasn't an argument at all for a bull anywhere up here, and now we're at much lower prices. There's still just no argument for bulls. Not a real one. So below the 200 moving average, bearish engulfing candle in the last 4 hour. This is a nothing burger candle. 40 minutes, you close the daily. Let's look at that daily. What's it gonna look like? It's it's gonna be the lowest daily candle close since July 26th. 1420. 1420 is a target. 1420 was a target below 1730, no matter what, and that's still the target, dude. If you're patient, you wait. Bearish divergence has got to continue playing out. So imagine this thing coming down to $1,000 again for a massive potential double bottom. I mean, I think in time you could see that on Ethereum. Let's go to that weekly. No, whatever your name is, I'm not even gonna call you that because you're not that at all. We all know you aren't. Anyone who calls themselves a king is not a king. And who are you, dude? Some kid showing up on my Saturday stream that nobody's talking about. So bearish engulfing candle confirmed on Ethereum on the weekly. Kind of tweezer top. Bearish reversal too. Below 1936, 2043. Hidden bearish divergence at some point. I mean, whatever. Like, that's at the area where it made the most sense for a reversal. The reversal's happening. Oh my God, it's so crazy, isn't it? Yeah. It'll be the lowest weekly candle close since technically July 11th. And again, nothing makes sense till $1,420 from here. $1,420. Yeah, you get banned easily. How's that work?
About to go back into the greatest beanie baby meme crypto pulse Dogecoin. Thoughts?
We'll look at it, Kush Bullets, man. We'll look at it, dude. Thanks, dude. Right, so very bad. That's like the worst case scenario type candle on the weekly. It's not what you wanted. But none of this stuff's surprising if you actually read the charts, right? Let's go to BNB, another unsurprising occurrence on an asset that hit a key inflection point. It had been there, 332, could have gone to 350, but it was just the bottom of the inflection zone and rolled over. And it's below the 200 moving average now. It's, you know, $276 was its low, lowest low since the 2nd of August. Really not that big a deal. There's no edge for bulls. Nothing's implying that sellers are exhausted here. You could rally, but it'll most likely manifest into a lower high than previous high, and you'll eventually see either 247, 220. 220 is the hard target, right? Like Ethereum, 1420 is the hard target. Here, 225 is the hard target based on historical evidence, not my opinion, not just spouting off random nonsense in a live chat with no evidence. Like whatever that scrub said, they got banned, right? Loser. So this kind of candle in the daily, this is nothing good. This is not a good candle. This is an indecision, scrub, loser, green candle that could easily be bearishly engulfed tomorrow. Like, hey, you dumped, and now, like, what? Saturday, the sellers have relented for a moment. Nowhere in no man's land, in the middle of the frickin' zone. There's no action to take here. Like, the action to take was either one, cash is up at the inflection point at the 886, or, you know, and Ethereum was at its own it was at its own 886 and is also its own inflection point. Bitcoin was showing us the 3 false bullish breakouts, or the 3 failed tests. It was either cash up or go short. Those are the only moves to make. And at this current time, the position would be someone would still be in that short position, and or they'd still be cash. No one will be going long right now. There makes no sense to just randomly be going long right now. It just doesn't make, there's no argument for it based on technicals. None. Even if it rallies some, again, it's going to probably turn into a lower high than previous high. So we got 35 minutes to your close. Going live to just do a little market update. BNB, and then what was it? Who's next? I can't remember. They always change. It doesn't even matter. Oh, Cardano or XRP, one or the other, dude. They're both equally awful. Like, they're both equally the last assets you'd probably want to own based on sheer performance in the past 2 years, or past year anyway. Here it is. Here's your XRP that couldn't catch a bid to save its life. Today it's stopped selling because Bitcoin stopped selling briefly, right? And I think you're going to test 32.5 cents. And once 32.5 cents breaks, it's over. I think you're going to make fresh lows of this downtrend, and you'll see 24.7 cents based on historical price action. You might stall out around 28 cents. I think the harder target is 24.7 cents from here. So that's it, man. Remember a couple days ago? Yeah, dude, this is it. Low risk short entry. It played out. Look, dude, how could you be? Look at the 4 hour. It actually looks a little more developed than Bitcoin, bro. That is a. Until something changes. Look at this, dude. Look at it. Wow, what are you talking about? Go outside, dude. You need to like do something, man. You want to come in here and talk crap? Like, why do you even watch the stream? What are you talking? You don't even have evidence to back up your bullcrap argument. You're just talking crap to talk crap because you're unhappy with your life, dude. I can go live and talk about charts, and people pay me for it, and you get to come into a live chat as a loser nobody and be negative, right? Kind of, you see the difference? It's kind of crazy, right? If people value my opinion, no one values your opinion, dude. No one at all. Nor the other guy. It's crazy, man. It's like no one's forcing you to watch the stream at all. I mean, it's like, my God, man, I should be the last person that someone would talk crap to, right? I mean, based on watching the streams past 4 or 5 days, I should be the last person that should ever catch any flack for anything. So this is a bear flag, a massive bear pole and bear flag. You don't even want to know what a measured move could be if this actually is what's happening. That's a high and tight bear flag. Measure move takes you to the lowest low, man. Let's say this actually played out, you know. Dude, you don't want to know. Well, people will do it from the top of the flag. Measure moves 30 cents. 30 cents lines up with that July 13th low. Yeah, that's your target on XRP eventually. Didn't talk meme stocks? What are you on Wall Street bets, dude? Talk meme stocks? If you couldn't break $22, you dump? You're just talking out your ass, dude. That's all you're doing. Keep talking out your ass, dude. Cardano. It was 47 cents, right? Below 53 cents was 47 cents. My God, you broke it like nothing and went to the next level. You went to 44 cents. That's the candle low close on the 4-hour May 12th. And you're reacting off of it. Why? Because Bitcoin isn't collapsing. So therefore, Cardano is going to hit an inflection point and also rally. That's it. And once you break this, 38.8 cents. I think this one got hit really hard. I mean, the consolidation of it isn't like XRP just started going slightly up sloping bear flag. This thing just lower lows. There's no consolidation. The way it's just still going straight down. So you can't be bullish. This is a terrible asset in terms of price action and performance compared to other assets. So yeah, I would just, whatever, let it do its thing, let it consolidate. And then once it breaks 44 cents, you will see probably really fast, because Bitcoin will be it'll be going down to 20K or lower. I mean, it's got another 12% downside below 44 cents, easy. And then Sol, that couldn't hold. Oh God, man. Below 37.7. There are some local lows here, but if you look from history, nothing really here till 20 bucks. Yeah. In my opinion, what Sol looks like reminds me of Bitcoin. Okay, was it March, April, just before another massive collapse? So like Bitcoin broke below 30K and it went straight down, but then it stalled out before it went to 20K. And then started consolidating for a couple months. That's Sol. Sol's doing the same thing. It stopped dumping before it hit the mega levels, $21. I'm thinking now you're going to $21 eventually. Sol going to $21 eventually now. I'm just talking about, right? Remember straight up, straight down, but this one went straight down, but it stopped before it went to $21. You go to Bitcoin, and you go to right here, right? This way it broke. It broke 40K and went straight down to 33K. It didn't go to 30K, 31K. It rallied before getting there and then did this bullcrap consolidation, bear flag stuff. And then once it broke back below the key level, which is 37 for Sol, then it went straight down to the next levels. That's what I think. That's where you are. You are here on Sol right there before you see 21 bucks. So Sol and then Doge, which what a joke, dude. It's up 3% today. We did it, man. Did you? What'd you do? Yeah, I think you held the demand line, actually. Yeah. Oh, no, you didn't? Not the original one. You might have to adjust the trend line and it's still in it. But what I think you're doing is like you broke the actual demand line, the original one, with 4 tests, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 tests, right? If you adjust it, you get 2, and now you're in it. What you're doing, I think, is you're bearishly consolidating below the old demand line, and it's now acting as a supply line. And you're below the 200 simple moving average, right? You're talking just like this, man. I mean, that's like XRP. You're just bear flagging after a technical breakdown below demand line. Bear pull, bear flag on Doge. Oh no. With what's happening, even if it keeps like, maybe if it like rallies harder, how could you even try to present an argument for a bullish case? You can't, unless you're just some scrub that just talks out his ass and doesn't have an argument. You just say words. At least here on this stream, every single day, I try to present an argument with traditional technical analysis, research for 100+ years by people a lot smarter than me that I learned from, right? Unless someone like provides an argument on why they think something's probably going one way or another, you should never listen to those people. You should discount them and ignore them, because they're just talking out their ass. That's it. So that's your Doge. That's kind of what's happening right now. You can see it on your screen. Below 200, below the demand line. Consolidating bearishly, not bullishly. Okay. DOT, again, if you're below a certain level, you're bearish. Below the price of 830, you want nothing to do with DOT. Why? Because 685, and here you go. It was so fast too. It's beautiful. And the fact is though, that rising wedge outperformed so well. You're almost at target. You're almost at the next target. I don't think you're going to be as fortunate this time around at 668, 685. I think this is where you might end up breaking it and going to the lows of the entire bear trend, which is 553. So that's it, man. It was so close to $10, but that's it, man. In bear markets, that's sometimes all you get. You fail to reach what makes the most sense, because there's just not quite enough demand. Yeah, we can look at Matic. We got to look at this request first, though. That's it, dude. Don't, man. It's like it had its chance. It was a great argument, and it stalled out, and there was bearish divergence. There was everything implying that it was about to reverse, but dang, man, the performance of it is very telling. And now you're getting back right down to this level, and once you break 668, 553 is a target in my opinion. 553. 3 different touches from history, the lows of the entire downtrend. That's where I think you'd be headed next on DOT. Okay, there was a request or something. It was SDAL. Let's go to SDAL. Oh, wait, I forgot. We got to do...
I like turtles.
There's bears out here.
Yeah, imagine listening to some idiot loser in the chat who's watched the stream one time spouting off their, their stupid mouth when I'm here like identifying the rising wedge before the breakout. And then it breaks down, and then it hits the measure move. The measure move was here, and it happened. Imagine listening to that person over, at least me presenting an argument with actual data and information. Crazy, dude. So, and really, what was it? 959 was the actual target, because it had never been truly back tested yet, right? The high from June 15th, June 26th, and July 8th. You were so close, you didn't do it. That's why I think you'll test it. It has not been tested. I don't think so. So a little bit more downside. You caught a little rally here. Who cares, man? It's not over until 960's tested, and then you catch a resounding bounce off of it. That's it though. That's your total, dude. That's right. The S&P hasn't even warmed up on its dump. Exactly. I think Friday was the day. Friday was like the weekly close, and the S&P, the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ, and the Russell 2000 all closed below their own respective resistances. They all had breached them at the beginning of the week, in the middle of the week. They started rolling over in the end of the week. They all confirmed weekly closes below those levels. That happened. Apple hit an 88% retrace like the Jesus, kind of up thrust through it, and is now below it on Friday. There's so many stocks, chat. I scanned some today. There are so many stocks, especially tech and financials, that are all in very well established downtrends, and they are all hitting pattern completion zones of bear sharks. If you know what I'm talking about, that should concern you. So I would, it's a perfect storm, man. It's real bad. It's like if Bitcoin and crypto are doing this, how bad is it going to get for them when the stock market starts rolling over, which it might have begun on Friday. So I'm drinking a beer and I'm drinking a coffee at the same time. That's right. Price dumps, random new people mad in chat. Yep. Even though I don't even know. There's nothing I could have said. There was literally nothing more I could have said in the past 4 or 5 days to warn you better. Nothing. Okay? So if anyone would ever be talking crap, they are literally freshly new idiots from the internet coming in here. Because if they were here 4 or 5 days ago, they'd be like, how could I ever say anything bad about me right now? Like what? All the dude was trying to do is protect people from losing crap loads of money. Or maybe make some money on a short, on Litecoin or something, right? Or XRP. Dude, it's like, oh my God, I'm like live on a Saturday. I could be drinking Moscow Mules at my doctor friend's house. Okay, so SDAO. Monthly. This is a short, I don't know, man. These are, yeah, this is like an ETF or whatever of shorting the Dow Jones. This is certainly an interesting area, right? Certainly. SDAO. What do you say, the monthly, dude? What was it? What are you talking about? Monthly positive momentum, first time in 10 years. Huh? What does that mean? It's had positive momentum for 10 years. Did you mean to, Jonathan, did you mean to word this another way? Because look at the histograms. It's like all, I don't even know how this is possible. How it's doing that. But if you look at the daily, certainly an M shape, right, going on. You got an X, A, B, C, D, 100%. It's literally you flip the chart over in ways just like the Dow Jones. Look, you tested this November 2021 level as support, and that's kind of it, man. Like, you're talking about inflection zones. Your target, if this is gonna bounce here, look at the up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, then up. I think the target will be $32 on SDAO. That's it. $32 here to $33.58. Jonathan, thank you, dude. Well. I mean, I don't even know what to tell you, dude. This has been here for a while. This has been here. This structure. I mean, last time I even plotted this, it was last time I plotted this was like 1 and 2, and then 1 on the bottom. That's it. It went up and hit the top of that structure, and it's reversed there. It's below $50. It's below $48.60. It's now below $45.29. $45.29 is a key inflection point from March of 2018. Below that, very high probability you're going down to $40, but most likely in time $36.39 again. This is awful. I mean, this is terrible. But if you look at tech, a bunch of individual tech stocks, you understand why this could certainly be going lower. Oh, this thing's been demolished. Okay, that's it, dude. 2 months, right? Yep, two months, chat. This is it. This is all the bulls could muster. That is awful. That is, you've just now confirmed what was once resistance is now resistance again after breaking it. Market participants are reconfirming the level from 2018, 2019 as resistance again. That's a form of confirmation. That is very bearish. Market participants tried. They thrusted through it. My God, this thing went to 53.50. It's over. They failed. And look how bad things are, okay, on ARK, Jeffrey. In this 2-month bear flag, all that has occurred is like quintuple, quadruple bearish divergence on the MACD histogram on the daily. That is, this is bearish. This is the worst. Michael Scott would say, this is the worst. This is terrible. You closed the week below that peak from 2018. Yeah, that's the writing on the wall, dude. Yeah, biggest oofs you could imagine just happened. Jonathan, remember it's like, one contribution, one request stuff, right? Yeah, that's this is awful, dude. And Kathy Wood's gonna 36.15 is the target minimum if you're patient. If you wait, $36. Down 6% on Friday. Pulse Dogecoin coin. That'll be the last request. I've memorized the ticker finally. Sorry. You want nothing to do with this asset right now. Remember, hey man, I was cool on it. I was cool on it with the higher highs, higher lows, and then even cool on it when it broke the resistance, and even gave you the target of 1.618. It is exactly where it reversed, right? You know that, Kush Blunts. You know that. And we talked about the attempted rally. How was a lower high? You know that. That's a form of confirmation of distribution. Less market participants owning the asset after hitting the 1.618. And now you've breached critical levels. Massively. There's nothing that you don't want to own this asset. You don't want to be long right now on this asset. If you're going to listen to me and respect me when we're talking about it doing okay on the way up, and you're not going to listen to me because you are obsessed and a cult member of whatever this coin is, that's on you, dude. But it's just really kind of unfair. Like the Hex community kind of turned on me. They loved me. I was like a king to them when we were just identifying bullish patterns and a bullish trend on Hex. But then everything changed, and then we became bearish on it. Then they started talking crap about me. You're going to make the Hex hater documentary or whatever the crap is. It's just cult members, man. When I started saying everything was bearish, and then things collapsed, dude. Right? That thing like pretty much rugged from the top 50 cents to like 1.6 cents. That's like how far it went. And then, hey, man, then the shark developed, and then it went up, and now it's going down again. I'm telling you, man. This has way more. Look, this could go to 452 to back test it as resistance, but then after that, that'll reconfirm that level that was resistance is resistance again. Look, it's breaking that potential little demand line there. It's now testing it. It's not good, man. I think there's more downside. I think 190 is the target from here in time. Sorry, and here it comes, right? It's going to be like Kush Blunts is going to stop tipping me money for this asset because I'm not bullish on it anymore when it had a crazy run. I hope not, but I'm just saying, like, I understand that's the Hex people did that. They stopped tipping me to look at it when it went bearish. This is ridiculous. Okay, let's go to this one because I'm in a good mood actually, despite what some people would think. This is kind of interesting. Well, this is Swin. Remember this one way back, right? This one was, God, it was so close to hitting that freaking measure move, wasn't it? Just the market crapped out some. I don't know. Energy did, not the market. Market kept going. But you finally, for the first time, formally back tested the old neckline of the December head and shoulders as support July 19th. I don't know how much confidence I have in this. I know you're looking at it on the 4 hour and you're like, it's an inverse head and shoulder. It could be. You're still above the 200-day moving average. You tested that too. I just have concerns with the macro, man. Like the S&P, the Dow Jones, Russell 2000. I have concerns about the long-term downtrend on the index funds for being long like anything. Even energy like this. Like I just have problems, right? Because the way it's supposed to be, right? I've talked about this multiple times. Whenever you want to take along on something, you need to factor in the macro, the sector, then the individual asset. You need to assess all three. The macro is in a long-term downtrend at reversal points, undeniably. So that's an X, okay? That means no for a long. Then we go to energy. We go, right? Energy, yeah, it's been doing well, but we know what U.S. oil's been doing. It's been dumping, making lower highs, lower lows for a while now, like over a month. So that one's kind of iffy. It could have, like, before the massive run-up, yeah, it was a check mark, okay? And then individual asset, then we look at that one. This one, yeah, it still seems all right. It's still fine. It's still making higher highs, higher lows. But then it's like, okay, so you got an X. You kind of got another X on U.S. oil right now, and we might have a check mark here for the individual asset. So you're batting 1 for 3, maybe 1.5 to 3 at best. The conditions you want the macro to give you a check mark, or we have a confirmed bullish uptrend on the macro, the index funds, higher highs, higher lows for a very long time, right? So a check mark there. You want the sector to be a check mark, bullish, and you also want an individual asset. You want to be 3 check marks.
Witness new low be the demand zone of the parallel channel of anchoring the lows from June 18th, July 13th, and August 20th. Thanks for your work, Mitch.
What's up, more Bob? I mean, I know you're looking at some sort of ribbon or something, and that's making you kind of have some bullish bias. I don't care about a ribbon, dude. What I care about, I told you what I cared about. I literally told you what I cared about, and it was $24,200. And Bitcoin's price action told me everything I needed to know. No. You can adjust all you want, but the respect was undeniable. The respect was there. Keeping it like this is what helped us identify the false bearish breakdown. So that was when the long was posted, and only one of the 3 targets got hit. Another testament to how bearish this market is. So, no, I don't think you're bullish at all right now. I do not think this is an entry level at all. I think the selling has just begun. You just had 2 months of a bear market rally. 2 months to like the date. It was like 60 to 61 days, and it's over now. And I think you're going to 19,891 next. He says to adjust it to June 18th. June 18th, huh? June 18th, what? To July 13th. Why? Why adjust it? That helped. Like, dude, if you adjust it, then this made no sense. We had this plotted this way and looked at the chart on the date of July 26th. Go back to the stream. It was hitting it. It hit that level and held it and then rallied off, right? So it got respect. If you do it like then what makes sense now? How many times was this supply line violated? Violation. Yeah, you're hitting. Okay, if you want to do the adjustment, fine. But I don't think this is a long. Does anything imply on the oscillators that it's the sellers are exhausted right now after breaking below the only inflection point that exists really, looking left, until 19,891? This is maybe why it hasn't completely collapsed to 19,891 yet. I don't know. Maybe it's also the weekend. The sellers took off. To me, I mean, I think this was the right way of looking at it, but yeah, you can adjust for new data, and sure, if you adjust that way, you're at the demand line. If you want to take action on that, be my guest. Is there any other variable that exists really that would determine it's a great area to go long? There's not even consolidation. There's nothing, dude. 3 failed attempts to break 24.2. Does that mean nothing to you? Does it mean nothing? Multiple failed attempts to break 31K. Does that mean nothing with the bearish consolidation structure? Failing to break this channel up here.
Thanks for what you do here. Can you explain how you post your trade setups?
How? Go to the stream when I posted the Litecoin. I mean, how do I do it? I try to have an argument established at a key inflection point, where you're at a key inflection point, you've maybe upthrusted and failed to break key levels. Like, for instance, okay, like, how do I do it? It's like I just present an argument based on traditional technical analysis at levels that make the most sense, right? For a low risk entry and a stop loss. So for instance, just the recent Bitcoin trade setup that was posted July 14th, the day after the false bearish breakdown, right? The argument here was, for the third time, sellers failed, buyers defended 19,891, which was the previous cycle top from 2017. The third failed attempt, hidden bullish divergence on the third low. We know that combination very well, right? How many times that happened when you make a third valley and you show hidden bullish divergence on that third valley, but it was where it was. We didn't know. We had no, do you understand? You don't have to know where an asset's going next to make money, but we did know how important 19,891 was. So if you got back above it and then just successfully back tested it as a support, reconfirming the validity of it as a potential support, you know it's right below that area. It's very low risk, right? From the entry to the stop loss, you don't take on many losses if it dumps the next day or the next few days and hits that level, because below 19,891, there's nothing really there till 17,550. So you would get stopped out with a minimal loss and move on with your day. But just in case, for the third time, right, we had this false bearish breakdown, maybe it rallies from there, just maybe. So you're willing to risk a little bit to make, you know, from the high to low. My first target was just a 50% retrace. That's a common Dow's theory, you know. Well, you know, an asset will retrace 50% before rolling over again. Okay, well, guess what happened? Bitcoin went and hit the first target of the trade setup officially, I think the first day. It was either August 11th or August 14th. It took a while, man. It was like almost a month, like 27 days. It hit it, but that's it, dude. I mean, you hit one of the three, and again, if you're only hitting one of the three targets, that should tell you how weak the asset is. The asset is still in this long-term downtrend, but maybe in this long-term downtrend, the selling might cease for a little bit for maybe a little upside. I don't know, does that help? I mean, that was like, I try to make a thought process like that on trade setups, right? Where we know it's at an inflection point, and if we're going to lose, we're going to try to lose as little as possible, because we know below the level where the entry is, or where the inflection point is, you wouldn't want to have anything to do with Bitcoin below this level. Anyway, so not about knowing, it's not about knowing where the asset's going next, and it's not about being right or wrong. Only scrub idiots will tell you that. Moon boys that don't understand trading in the Zen Mark Douglas stuff. They're gonna be, it's all about being right and wrong, dude. It's not, because no one knows what's coming next. No one. But there are things that can be presented on a chart that can help your probability of a potential outcome. Your probability increases marginally from 50%. It's always a coin flip. Any given chart, randomly you look at it, coin flips chance up, down, next. But then you start factoring in historical inflection points, divergence, consolidation structures, multiple back tests of those inflection points, all these different things you can aggregate together that can help you have a higher than 50% chance of a potential outcome. Okay? All right. Help your probability. Increase your probability from 50% to maybe 60, 65%. Okay, we got 3 minutes. Oh, no, 4 minutes. Sorry, 4 minutes till your daily candle closer. Enjoying the live stream, the like button, the bell, sub, whatever, dude. Okay. Thank you, Coiner. Yeah, man. Windfall. I mean, windfall, dude, for sure. It's funny, though, isn't it? It's like I bought that property cash with my Bitcoin gains from 2020. And all this stuff has happened. Bitcoin went up again. It crashed. It's been dumping. And it's like now we're back. You know, I'm back fully liquid. So it's just like, at least with that capital. Crazy. Why is ES futures not moving? Bro, it's the weekend. Futures don't open until Sunday evening. I believe 5 p.m. Central. So 6 p.m. Eastern is when stock futures reopen. What happened? Oh, music stopped. Sorry. No? It didn't? Sorry. If you want to take a shot on your Marbomb, you're posting a 93% harmonic right there. Dude, that's just not good context. It's not good context. This is not indicative of a bull trend, man. This is not bullish. This price action here, 2 months, dude. Think about bulls had an opportunity for 2 months to drive the price to $28,800. And this is all that they could come up with. This is it, 2 months. And now we've got the index funds hitting massive, ridiculous reversal areas. There's no way. I mean, of course, there's always a way. I think there's just a very low probability Bitcoin's going to, for real, massively pivot here before, instead of hitting $20,000 for a test. You're too close to it, man. You're too close to the previous cycle top to not to retest it, dude. It's not a cipher. It's not a shark either. I mean, kind of, but it's not a 113. I'm not going to look at an asset. I'm not looking at a shark right here. It doesn't make sense, man. It's in a weird, random spot. What I'm looking at is the pathetic attempt by buyers to breach a Rudy Poo kind of a joke level. It's not a joke anymore. It's now more massive resistance because of the new data. We now have history here. So that will forever be some sort of real resistance, 24-2. But the fact that you did that sellers defended that level so well, that lets you know it's a tell, man. Like in poker, if someone's scratching their nose and they got a good hand. This is buyers telling you that there's just not enough of them. Sellers can control this market. So one at a time, man. If you can't hold 24-2, 22.5. Can't hold 22.5, 19,891. Can't hold 19,891, most likely $17,500, $17,200. 2 months. I can't even believe it, man. Normally, it's only about a month. If you go back to 2018, it's always 30 days. I mean, it's like crazy that it used to be just like 30 days. When you had a bear trend, I mean, it's a very relevant time, because like a bubble pop, but we just, we're another type of bear trend than a bubble. The bubble popped, I guess, but it was a double top. But like anytime you got a rally of sorts, right? I don't know about this one though. No, not this one. But when you finally bottomed out, that noise, the top, right? 27 days. We have a new day, by the way. Jesus chimes. Dude, I can't. Why is there screeching?
BTC.D hidden bearish still looks cracked.
Bro, whatever the song is, gotta stop. So big, dude. We'll look at it. 27 days. Then Bitcoin on its little scrub rally again. 34 days. I'm talking to the top. Guess what happened? From your bottom to your top here, what was it? 27 days. 27 days. Then even this one, dude. It's like 3 weeks. So I can't even, based on history, it's kind of crazy that Bitcoin is consolidating double the time that we would always get back in 2018. And guess what? I mean, the runs you had back then were kind of way more significant than you're getting now. Where did my arrow go? It's gone. So to me, man, this is like double the time. Even this one too. This was like what, a month, right? From like May 13th, June, so about a month. Got close to a month there. Yeah. So there it is, man. This candle, nothing good. This is not a good candle. This is a nothing burger, indecision loser candle that could easily be engulfed bearishly. 19891 is the next target, dude. You're in the bearish control zone on the daily. Like, how could you, like, again, you could say we're at this like 4-hour demand line with no bullish edge on any oscillator on any time scale. You're now, after failing to break into the bullish control zone thrice, you're now well established into the bearish control zone like it was nothing. You're at 36, meaning you're not even oversold. So there's so much downside potential if market participants want to push the price down before you become technically oversold. But guess what? Bitcoin was up here when all of this was identified. So nothing surprising about the dump. And the dump's not over, in my opinion. I don't think the dump's over. I think it's actually just kind of re-begun after 2 months of bullcrap. Visuals about Vlad, maybe. Dead cat bounces though. I think they're like more V-shape-ish. They're not supposed to last 2 months, right? I mean, God. Hey, it's Andy, man. What's up, dude? Is Hoarder in here? I think I saw Hoarder earlier. Oh, Gail's here. Sunshine Girl's here. Echo's here. Bright Colorful Father's here. Ryoke's here. Marbob, of course, is here. And it's okay, man. Like, Marbob is... He's asking questions. He's wondering, and he's not wrong, dude. He's not even like, there's not, again, it's not about being right or wrong. He's just presenting another potential argument, but it's almost like, hey man, in poker, I've got mid pair, right, on the river or something, or on the flop. And someone else has like pocket aces. The bears have like pocket eight. They've got the best hand. And then the bears have like mid pair. They've kind of got an argument, I guess. It's not a very strong one because the stronger hand is showing that they're betting hard, right? You know, on the pre-flop, they're betting hard. On the flop, they're betting hard on the turn. And the mid pair is like, maybe my cards aren't good enough. Maybe I don't have this. Mid pair is just not strong for the amount of money that the opponent is. The bears are, you know, what they're doing, like their actions are showing you how much stronger their hand is than your scrubby mid pair or your low pair, or you hit the flop, man. It's not good enough. You have one variable. It's a scrub demand line, scrub adjusted demand line, and some sort of hash ribbon. Whatever, man. If you want to play that, do it. But what happens when the better hand, the bears, have a stronger hand? They're about to demolish you on your long. You'll just lose money. Oh, there was a request, right? It was for Spell coin. Bitcoin daily hidden bearish divergence 2-day. Yeah. That was remember that was, you brought that up. We talked about it. My God, right? I mean, the 2-day chart, it was already here. We already looked at it well before the massive dump and stuff. My God, I should have looked at it. That would even strengthen the argument I already had the past 4 or 5 days about the probability of it going down next, not up. Right here, you're about to go negative on momentum for the first time since July 4th. We love you, America, but it's about time you go negative again. Implied continuation to the downside on Bitcoin's 2-day chart. 2-day hidden bearish divergence. 1-day classic bearish divergence. RSI, awful. The argument is far too powerful for bears. For just one demand line, right, Marbob? I mean, Marbob, what you think, man? What's your opinion? You know? because you've been in the community a long time. You've identified some GOAT harmonics. What's your opinion on the argument I'm presenting for bears versus the bullish argument that you might be presenting? You tell me. String of beer, dude. String of beer. And a coffee. And it's a new day. Dude, it's friggin' probes, man. Hey, dude, hey.
I just felt like streaming.
Bulls opened their Oreo cookies the wrong way. Mike caught Teddy KGB's tell. And he trapped. Check, check. Pay that man his money. Oh, I need to get some rounders sound clips, man, on the board, soundboard, for sure. It's true, though, man. Any bull trying to present an argument right now has a trash hand. They might have hit the board. They might have hit the flop. Or maybe they hit the river. But someone else, the bears have the nuts right now. They do. They have the nuts. I mean, they have the highest probability of winning the hand. Oh my God, all these freaking scammers on YouTube comments. It's, you know, it's like full-time job. Sometimes I have to spend like 20 to 30 minutes deleting scam comments of people impersonating me on YouTube in the comment section. Oh, like, okay, better get my coffee. I see that he started his scam wall and all this stuff. All right, let me go brew coffee so I can start working. Time thieves. It's not right, Marbob, right? He said, your argument is absolutely right. It's not right. It's just the argument I'm presenting has more variables, right? Than the argument. So the bearish argument has far more variables than the bullish argument has variables on charts based on traditional technical analysis, right? More valid, yeah, you could say that. But yeah, it's never been about being right or wrong, ever. Because anything can happen on these markets. All we can do, we implied probabilities. Benefit of the doubt to the bulls from a contrarian approach. And that's, you got to have those, man. You got to. And I appreciate that, okay? So just let you know, all right? Yeah, I don't know, Brad. I think maybe it's all on Emily. Definitely all on Emily. It's not up to Probst. Well, if Crown's bearish, there you go, dude. Right? Let's get total on the daily. Bro, this candle is awful. This is not anything. This is, oh my God. You might, who cares if you rally here a little bit after hitting a 100% measure move like the Jesus? That is an indecision candle that could easily just be bearishly engulfed, man. But hey, something that could not be taken away is the fact that the 100% measure move has been achieved perfectly. Okay? It happened. Even if you rally here, wherever you go, this measure move occurred wonderfully. Probes, it's going to be insane, man. It's going to be historical. It will be the largest meetup we've ever had. It will be the most lit one we've ever had. It'll be the first live stream I've ever had. And it'll be the first joint Scott Carney, Mitch Ray live stream we've ever had. So it's just like, there are just too many reasons to go to Vegas. Rio, congratulations on finding out you're going to have a baby. You knocked somebody up, dude. Congrats. Jesus John's for Rio, man. Probe's been there several times these days. But Probes would say it is his pleasure, right? That's right, BioSkunk. That's right. That is the only way to play poker for real, especially against like strangers, man. Like, dude, you just play the tight game, dude. Play it tight. Show your hands sometimes, man, at the beginning, especially when you got it. Show those hands. Let people know when you got it, you got it. But then, what does that do? Sets it up, dude. Right? Just like, why do you run the ball in football over and over and over? So you can set up for the pass. Why do you penetrate the middle? So you can set up the edges for the jet sweeps and all the crazy stuff, right? The bubble screens, all that, right? Yep. So when you don't have it, people are gonna think you have it because the way you've been playing all night. Do we have any more? I don't even, oh, spell. We gotta look at spell. Sorry, dude. P-Brat. Sorry. We're going now. Spell, I'm guessing Binance, because I don't know. Oh, dude, come on. You got an exchange for me on this tepid off-brand scrub coin? I mean, where's all the data, dude? I have to, like, look around. Looks like this is the one, I guess. I don't know, man. Oh my god, dude. It's like, you look at this, like, this was a scam. When you look at a chart, this was somebody listed this coin to make money for themselves and to dump on everyone else. That's what spell is. If this is the most data, I looked around on several exchanges, multiple, like 4 exchanges. This is the one with the most data. This is a scam. This is like, yeah, someone listed this coin and then probably spent tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on marketing to create hype, to push the price to a peak of 3.8 cents. So then the people that created the coin, the insiders, the scammers in this situation, could offload their position on everyone else. And look at it now. It's dead. It's like a dead coin. Probably no volume on this too. 12,000 volume. No, XOR, that was you in your bathroom. Looking in the mirror, bro. You projecting? So 1.6 tenths of 1 penny. Testing a resistance. This is probably the highest risk area for a long, right? Can't you understand why this might be the lowest risk area ever for a short? Who wants to short a 12,000 volume coin? No one. This is something where you just don't touch it. You don't have anything to do with it. Now, maybe back on the date of July 26th, maybe, right? Maybe even July 13th, the day that Bitcoin flipped bullish, or the 14th was the bullish flip on Bitcoin, at least for a relief rally, which you got. This now is at the absolute, right? Look how many times the market participants have tried to break 1.6 tenths of 1 cent and have failed. And you're below it now.
Everyone has to show their cards #pokerface on the table. Thanks again.
Not if you make them fold. Certainly not. So below that, I want nothing to do with this. I never want anything to do with it ever. But we're talking hypotheticals. Yeah, if you ever broke 1.6 tenths of 1 cent, my God, dude, it could go to a minimum, level of probably, 3.2 to 3.4 tenths of 1 cent. It's a straight line down. It could be a straight line up. Probably not going to happen, dude. Probably not. If we look at the oscillators, like, who cares? Again, it's so low volume, you wouldn't touch it anyway. I mean, oh, God, dude. Maybe we got to look at 12 hour or something. Oh, my God. 12 hour tells you bearish as F. Super bearish. Buyers exhausted. Yeah, like, all 12 of them. All 12 buyers that would ever buy this are exhausted. You are showing buyer exhaustion at a key inflection point. Dude, it's all scam. But it's a level from May 17th and May 22nd. It's resistance. You've up thrusted through it. It's over. The target is 9.3 100ths of a penny. That's the target. So the downside potential on this asset below 1.6 tenths of 1 cent is eventually 39%. You have 39% downside potential on Spell from here after a failed bullish breakout and bearish divergence on the 12-hour. Okay, are you even here anymore, P-Brat? Let me know. Thanks. Thanks, dude. Who knows anymore, man? 12,000 volume in dollars. $12,000 in freaking Monopoly money, dude. Who knows? It's just, it's a scam, dude. It's a clear and undeniable scam. They didn't list this because they needed more capital so the product that they already had that was making money or it was a business could make more money. No, it was listed so some scammer could spend all the money he made pre-sale, spend it all on marketing to drive hype so he could rug pull everybody. That is this token. That is what this Spell coin is based on looking at the chart. That's what it is. The only people that would go against and defend what I'm saying, or not defend what I'm saying, defend the antithesis of what I'm saying, would be probably the Spell developers and marketing team. Those are the only people that would disagree with me here. Only ones. No one else in the world is going to disagree with me on this by looking at this chart. Dude, Bitcoin's rallying on the new day on a Sunday. It's Sunday, dude. We're going. Again, your oscillators are just resetting. Okay, you got oversold on all the time. All of them, dude. All the time scales got oversold. You got to reset a little bit. Okay, so you might rally. You might start consolidating here. My God, you understand. You have to be like days ago, long before this massive dump, below 24.2. You cannot be bullish. That stays the same. This thing could rally to $23,400. This thing could go insane to the upside for a little while. But as long as it's below $24,200, you are bearish on Bitcoin now. Below $17.92 on Ethereum, you are bearish now. Below $332 on BNB, you are bearish. Really $350, you're bearish. You cannot be bullish on this market until those levels are taken back out. I mean, most of poker is folding. It's like 90% of poker is just folding crap hands. And being able to be patient enough to wait for the good hands, right? And positioning, position where you are in the position, being on the button and stuff like that's important. You can, most time in a good game, you're not gonna be able to limp in. No way. You'll go broke limping in. And then like you limp in with a kind of crap hand, then you're gonna get dominated. You're gonna wind up getting destroyed. You gotta play the good hands, man. Yeah, Texas Fold'em is the game, man. But that's how you win, dude, long term. Okay, so I don't know, man. I've been live like hour and 15 minutes. It's Saturday. It's kind of dead, dude. Markets. It dumped, it's all right. Well, that's it, man. I'm leaving you with that. The argument is still bearish until 19,891, and at that point we'll reassess. But I think you're going there eventually, and you understand you are a bear in crypto until Bitcoin gets above 24.2. That's not happening anytime soon. I don't think. But again, people have contrarian opinions. There are hash ribbon stuff, whatever, going on. There's one variable that exists out there that's saying it's not bearish. It's not, dude, it's not bearish, bro. It's not bearish, bro. I'm telling you, man, we're good. We're good, dude. We're good, bro. No problem. Just the index fund's about to collapse again. Just closing the week below a massive inflection point where the downside takes you to 4,058 most likely. The argument, it's like you've got the nuts if you're bearish. Bulls have mid pair, scrub pair, right? They gotta, whatever. They're drawn dead. Okay, so y'all have a good weekend. Rest of your weekend. Gonna get out of here. Thanks for likes, love, support. I guess thanks for the haters too. I mean, like, I don't know, dude. Like, how do you hate on me? Like, what did I even do? Like, oh, try to protect you, and it was stern with you about protecting yourself so you don't lose money, and I'm not even, all right, that's it. I'll be back. Till next time. Respect the T. Hey.